So my name is Iris MacGregor Bannerman, and I was the dialect coach on Billy Elliot, the show that never was. And I had the most amazing time. It was just for one short week teaching a remarkable group of very, very young people. They were more rewarding to teach than many of my grown-up theatre students. So we had a really, really good time. I'm a very unusual teacher. I think all the boys and girls thought I was going to come in and make funny sounds at them and make them imitate them. And I think they were absolutely bowled over that I don't teach like that. So we did a lot of other exploration of, where is this dialect in our body? How do you think that dialect developed? So they went with me. They didn't look at me as if I was some weird person that should be teaching them sounds, and off we went. It was one of the most enjoyable experiences I've had as a teacher, and I'm so sad that it never got to the end of its journey. Well, what I hope I've taught them is not to be imitators, not to do caricatures of dialects. And I think what we all took away from it is they're each of their uniqueness, their individuality. And I kept telling them, I said, listen to me talk. Everyone thinks I actually come from London. I said, but I'm actually Welsh. And I said, this is my form of Welsh. And they all went, what? And I said, and you'll have your form of Geordie, and it will be correct. So I think that's what they took on and didn't think I was weird. So just so you know, I do some funny things. So here's a water bottle and a straw. So they did a lot of, and it was just me teaching them to breathe. And if you blow bubbles through a straw in a water bottle, all sorts of strange sounds come out of their mouths, and it's a very organic sound. And I said, that's the sound that begins to form the dialect. And they all went, oh. So I said, it's not a funny voice. Because I think most people teach dialects, I was taught that, either by phonetics, a ritual, change this sound here always. And I said to them, no. And so we went around the room and they all spoke differently. And I said, and you're all Canadian. Do you all sound alike? No. So that's a very mature acceptance of saying, okay, my dialect will be my dialect. So I had a really good time. And remember, I always got to them after a heavy-duty morning. So they'd already done ballet. And then they were going off after me to do acrobats and heaven knows what. So the other joy was young people's energy, right? It's boundless. It's boundless. And their enthusiasm. So we came a long way in the short time. And I think they really, if we'd had more time, and we got into the text a little bit, but I didn't want to cement anything. So I tried to keep this first interaction fluid, happy time, that this is not competition time. This isn't you're better than that one. It was you're all good here. And fabulous. It was just a lovely experience. And I'm so upset that it couldn't happen. I think they were a bit surprised. I'll just show you. You probably have seen it, have you? So my first day, first moment with them, it was a dialect handout book. And I think why they knew I was going to be a very strange lady was I show maps. I showed them, so we weren't talking about dialects. We were just having a very good time. So I showed them miners. That's the actual mine that's talked about in the show. So we looked at a lot of pictures and miners. So they could learn why the dialect's so tight was if you work in a pit, you've got a lot of muscle development and you don't open your mouth, except the Welsh, who used to sing in the mines. And that's why they got lung diseases, because they were inhaling. So the whole book is filled with maps and pictures, and then there's dialect work in here. So what I did was I took it off the focus of the sound and told them the story of the dialect. That dialects have stories. So I hope if they ever do another dialect, they'll all say, oh, but we have to know the story first. Why do the Scots sound like that? Why do the Welsh sound like that? You need the story behind the dialect. So I hope that's what they took away.